Hello, Professor. This is my final project submission for the first individual for the case study. I went with James, the high school football prospect. So starting off with the notes, which is actually at the bottom, but for the pre-program, I would first have them perform assessment tests such as the one rep max, lower body power, and mobility and mechanics tests. I personally put a preference on linear progression, starting at 75% of the one rep max and increasing by 2.5% each week of the training interval. However, after the test, depending on the skill of the player, he may have been an undulating progression may have been better for him. I'm just going safety. I don't know their skill level and their mechanics levels. As well, there's going to be a hypertrophy focus in the first 4 weeks, as well as basic movement skills and mobility. Then would perform, after the 4 weeks, I'd perform mid tests after the 4 weeks, such as the one rep max and power of the lower body, to determine the successfulness of the program that we're working on. Then I would move for the 4 to 8 weeks following that. The focus would be on strength and continuing to develop sprint mechanics, such as power. I would decrease the reps but increase the weight. Increase weight, and the results would be an increase in strength and sprint mechanics. So for day one, which would be lower body strength and sprint mechanics, I have sprint drills like A skips, B skips, and wall drills. Then I have sled pushes. Or resistant bands runs, whichever are around. We want to do the sled pushes for 10 meters, do that 4 times. After that, we'll go to the back squat. We'll do 10 reps, 4 sets. Romanian deadlift, 12 each leg, 3 times. And then band assisted hamstring curls, 15 reps, 3 sets. Core plank variations, so all the way around each side, front, 60 seconds, 3 sets. V-ups, 10 reps by 3 sets for the core. Day 2, the upper body hypertrophy. We have barbell bench press. We'll do 10 by 4. Then we'll have dumbbell row, 12 each arm, 4 sets. Dumbbell shoulder press, 12 by 3. Face band pulls, 15 by 3. Progressive decline push-ups, depending on the person's skill and where they are, 12 by 3. And bicep, tricep supersets, so like curls and extensions. And I want to do 15 each, 3 sets. 12 to 15. I understand that last set may get a little difficult since it is a superset. Day 3 would be sprint mechanics and polymetric day. So sprint drills such as quick feets and T drills, 20-meter sprints, standing box jumps, dumbbell step ups. For the dumbbell step ups, we really want to focus on the drive, and single leg rear deadlifts. And we want to do these progressive. We want to progressively, so we might break that movement down, and that's what I mean by that. Day 4, full body strength. So we'll do our conventional deadlift, warm up weight, kind of saying, so 6 to 8, 3 sets. Overhead press, 6 to 8, 3 sets. Clean and press with an explosive focus, 1 to 3 repetitions, 3 sets. Pull ups, we'll do 8 sets of 4. Russian twist, weighted if possible. We will do 10 each side, total 20, and we'll do 4 repetitions of that. Along with the hanging knee raise, which we'll do 15 repetitions, 4 sets. And then this is when we would obviously retest after that 4 weeks. And I'll basically have the same setup, same exercises, more or less. However, I have gone to our strength focus, like I discussed in the notes, and that's annotated on here. Next, I am going to Samantha, the middle school soccer midfielder who's post ACL. So going down to her notes, again, this will be a linear progression for safety, starting around 70 to 75% of her 1 rep max, increasing by 1.5 to 2.5% each week, depending on where she's at in her growth level. Pre-testing, I would do Y balance test, 5-10-5 shuttle test, T tests, and single leg vertical jumps. I want to put a focus on unilateral emphasis, deceleration drills, agility and reaction drills, as well as confidence under fatigue, with building up that leg again. So weeks 1 through 4 is going to be focusing on stability, stopping mechanics, and confidence, where after that, weeks 4 to 8, we're going to retest before continuing, of course. And then we're going to focus on increasing intensity, but maintaining the duration of our workouts, and increasing reps 3 to 4 apiece, with a decrease in rest time. Lastly, we will need to include more agility drills, such as cone and mirror drills. So we'll just double that with some more, with throwing in some mirror and cone drills for the last 4 to 8 weeks. Lastly, I did the pickleball grandma. So going down to her notes. So again, I'm going to pick linear progression, but this time I'm doing it for simplicity's sake. When dealing with older people, I've found especially when training, it's best to keep things simple, especially when they're learning something new. And it says she doesn't have much practice using weights. She's new to weights. So before we begin, I'm going to do pre-tests, such as like a balance test, strength, range of motion. Weeks 1 through 4 are going to be light to moderate exercises, basically focusing on balance, total strength, stability, while weeks 5 to 8 are going to increase in load and complexity. What I mean by complexity is we might move around. Well, that's not true. Well, what I mean by complexity is we might stage them differently. So like if she's already been doing dumb or goblet squats with a box, we might switch out boxes, move boxes, then just make it a little bit more complex. Might make some more dynamic movements in there as well. And possibly we might increase the intensity. That's mainly depends on pickleball grandma's self-efficacy. But again, we want to focus on improving balance, stability, and total strength, as well as aerobic capacity. With a possible speed component, I'm not for sure if that's something she should be looking for, since she is a pickleball player, that quick burst. But again, her workouts, first day would be strength training. We want to focus on slow, eccentric movements, try to get perfect form and moderate loads. Try to stay away from that light, but we don't want to go too heavy. So again, we can do goblet squats, boxes if needed. I have 10 reps with 3 sets. Dumbbell deadlifts, trap bar if available, 10 by 3. Standing overhead dumbbell press, curl ball, or a curl bar. If she didn't want to do dumbbell, it's quite possible. We can use, then we'll do 12 reps by 3 sets. Incline push-ups, 10 reps by 3 sets. Then we'll do band pull-aparts. We're going to do farmer's carries before that. 20 meters, 4 repetitions. Banded pull-aparts, we want to do those 20 times by 3. Reverse wrist curls. We'll do 15 of those by 3 sets. Then we'll do regular wrist curls, same 15 by 3. Then we'll move on to day 2, which will be our aerobic training day. So we want to, the first day, I'm going to do a row machine with them, and we want to do a fartlek training with this. So we're going to have 2 minutes slow with 30 seconds fast, throw in there, along with, of course, a proper warm-up and a proper cool down after that. The next day, we are going to move back into strength training. Again, we're focusing on the slow eccentrics, perfect form, and moderate loads. So we're going to start off with a 10-minute walk. We would like to work them into zone 2, and then get them going on some step ups. We'll have 10 repetitions by 3 sets. Move her into glute bridge holds. We'll do 30 seconds 3 times each leg. We will then move on to core. We'll do dead bugs. So we'll do 10 of those for 3 sets. We'll go back to that farmer's carry, but for 10 meters this time instead of the 20. We'll do 3 repetitions of that, and then we'll have cool down stretches. Well, of course, we should be cooling down each time, but we want to put an elbow focus on that, especially on these cool down stretches. And then on day 4, we will have a 10-minute warm-up, probably on the treadmill, get some blood flowing. Of course, we want to follow our ramp procedures. Then we will go to bike sprints. And for this, I want to have like 10 to 15 seconds maximum, as fast as you can push it. 50 seconds rest. If they can do a slow pedaling, I want to keep them moving. But if not, we can give them a full rest. Honestly, starting out, I would want them on full rest because I want them to give that max effort in that first 10 to 15 seconds. Once they get, I'll have them do 6 repetitions of that, and then afterwards we'll do a 30-minute walk with a slight incline on the treadmill, and that would be it for day 4 of her programming. But overall, I felt like this was pretty fun, and I hope I answered all the questions that needed to be. For the difference how I'll manage her strength training along with her aerobic capacity is basically just evening out the days. Make sure she's really working her immediate energy systems, and then balancing where her strengthening workouts where we're doing moderate weights, not high weights and not low weights. We want to make sure that we're pushing her like necessary. So I would say about 80% of her perceived 1 rep max, possibly. But overall, thank you for the presentation, and I hope you have a great summer.